Welcome to Antelope Valley News. We bring you the latest local events, stories, and community highlights right here in the AV.
Right here in the Antelope Valley, we're seeing something powerful: excellence, creativity, and expression, showing up in different ways across our community. From the field to the gallery to the walls of our neighborhoods. The Quartz Hill High School girls soccer team has made history, capturing the 2026 CIF State Division III Championship and bringing a state title home to the Antelope Valley. The Royals capped off an incredible postseason run with a trip to the state finals after a dominant performance in the Southern California Regional Championship. Quartz Hill secured their spot in the title game with a 1-0 victory over Milliken High School, scoring in the opening minute and holding strong behind a disciplined defense effort the rest of the match. That win punched their ticket to the CIF State Championship match, where they competed against Salinas for the Division III crown. Throughout the season, Quartz Hill proved to be one of the most dominant teams in California, finishing with an impressive record and showcasing both explosive offense and a lockdown defense that carried them through the league play and deep into the playoffs. From early season blowouts to high-pressure postseason matchups, the Royals consistently rose to the moment, representing not only just their school, but the entire Antelope Valley on the state stage. This championship marks a major milestone for the program and highlights the continued growth of high school athletics in our region. A huge congratulations to the players, coaches, and families who made this historic season possible. Your Antelope Valley is proud of you. And here's something celebrating the creativity right here in our community. Moa Cedar will be hosting the 41st annual AVUHSD Student Art Exhibition, showcasing the art of the talented students from across the Antelope Valley Union High School District. The exhibition highlights a wide range of student creativity, from painting and drawing to mixed media and design, giving young artists the opportunity to share their work in a professional gallery setting. The opening awards ceremony will take place on April 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m., where students will be recognized for their outstanding work and dedication to their craft. Events like this not only celebrate artistic talent, but also show the strength of creative programs right here in the Antelope Valley. And for some artists, that creativity doesn't stop inside a gallery. It grows onto entire walls, transforming the spaces around us. Coming up, we'll introduce you to one of those artists.
This week in the Antelope Valley, we're looking at a stretch of very warm to downright hot weather, with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s and even low 90s to start off the week. Friday brings record-breaking heat, and while things cool off slightly by the end of the week, we'll still stay well above average with lots of sunshine. Saturday will be hot with a high of 87 and a low of 63, so expect partly cloudy skies and warm conditions through the day. Monday stays hot as well, with highs of 89 and a low of 62. Skies will be clear, and it will be another warm, dry day across the valley. Thursday wraps up the forecast with a high of 82 and a low of 56. It will be partly sunny and still very warm, with clear conditions continuing into the evening. Overall, it's going to be a hot, sunny, and very dry week in the Antelope Valley, so make sure to stay hydrated and be ready for those early spring temperatures, feeling a lot more like summer.
We caught up with Chris Menzel, or as he is known in the art world, Yokie, at the Pear Blossom Community Center. For Yokie, murals are more than paint on a wall. They're stories. He says his connection to murals goes back decades.
My first true connection to murals started in 1992. I was 12, 7th grade, Palmdale Middle School. And the mural's actually still there. And I got to paint this little yellow brick.
But it wasn't until 2020, during the pandemic, that mural work became a major part of his life.
When COVID happened, I did everything I could around this yard to make it look nice and clean, and so I was like, I gotta get out of here. So I started just painting on the side of buildings. I'd ask people, hey, could I paint on the side of your building?
His first mural, he says, was painted with fellow local artist Carlos Mendoza on the former Little Rock Library building, now Studio 8135.
After I was done with that mural, I was like, yeah, that was dope. Within like a week of that being up, dude, did you see the butterfly on the building? The excitement that it brought, like was totally worth it.
Yokie describes himself as an intuitive painter, someone who creates from emotion, color, and instinct.
I paint like based on like emotion that I'm like receiving or I'm around, or certain colors or images, or however it comes out.
And that approach is part of why many of his murals are given freely to the community.
I have the ability to give back a little bit, so I could donate some of my time. And what better way to like paint what you want if you're telling somebody like, hey, I'm gonna give this to you for free.
That freedom has helped him create murals across the Antelope Valley and beyond, leaving a mark in places like Little Rock, Pear Blossom, Palmdale, Baltimore, Canada, Belize, and more. But for Yokie, murals are not just about public art. They're also about access, opportunity, and mentorship. He works with students, emerging artists, and young people who may just need a place to create.
That in between, like your hopes and your dreams to actually like being like a young professional artist, like that gap is like the gray area. So I've always wanted to like help people with that. He
now serves as a mural mentor, teaching for Little Rock High School, and says art can redirect young people towards something positive.
Done some stuff for the schools. I'm like, give me your worst kid. And I got the worst kids. I'm like, damn, that was the most best behaved class I've ever had.
He says when young people are given the chance to help create something lasting, it changes them. That same spirit is helping shape the growing rural arts movement here in the Antelope Valley. Yokie says he and fellow artists formed the Rural Artists of the magnificent Mojave to help artists gain support, mentorship, and access to opportunities. And now they'll be inviting the community to come be a part of it.
We're gonna have our festival on May 9th. I'm gonna encourage you guys to come on out and have some fun. We'll have all kinds of different immersive booths, like live painting. We'll have graffiti artists there actually painting. We have the student gallery. We'll have like 30 vendors like selling their homemade crafts, unique items, stuff like that.
The event will take place at the Pear Blossom Community Center, a place Yokie says reflects the spirit of collaboration he loves most.
Because that's a true extension of me. That center, like there's probably like 30 murals there. Maybe one or two of them are mine, but everyone else, like I got them to leave their mark, you know? Like, come on, put your stuff up.
For Yokie, that's what it all comes back to: community, expression, and giving people something meaningful to see and feel.
I'd rather give them away. If I could give them all away, I totally would.
From murals that brighten desert walls to projects that mentor the next generation of artists, Chris Yokie Menzel is helping paint a bigger story across the Antelope Valley, one wall at a time. So as usual, we love you, Antelope Valley. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Beth Samuel, and we'll see you next week.